Alright, that's a huge improvement over the last time you tried this. One major issue though, you can't put a bunch of shirts on this guy and tell me he's not fit as hell. Look at him! Let's talk about the 2026 Masters of the Universe. Yeah, that's right, I got the cup. It's freaking awesome. Look at this. It's me, Skeletor! Masters of the Universe is a 2026 film adaptation of Mattel's toys/cartoon franchise of the same name. The movie stars Nick Galtzine, Camila Mendes, Jared Leto, Alison Brie, and Idris Elba. The plot follows Adam, the Prince of Eternia, played by Galtzine, as he attempts to return to his home of Eternia. At a young age, he was whisked away to Earth for his own protection, due to the fact that the evil warlord Skeletor, played by Leto, attacked and decimated his home, searching for the ultimate power in the universe. Now it is up to Adam to take up his destiny as the protector of Grayskull, and along with his friends Tila, played by Mendes, and Man-at-Arms, played by Elba, to free his homeworld, defeat Skeletor and his forces, and once again, become the Masters of the Universe. I recently put up a review of the 1987 Masters of the Universe film. And while I love that movie, especially for nostalgic reasons, it does have numerous flaws. The most egregious being that the connection the film had to the original source material was stupendously weak. It felt more like a 1980s swords and sorceries movie with a He-Man coating, an empty shell of what it should be. This movie does the exact opposite of that. This movie understood the assignment. Adam's adventure is the centerpiece of this franchise, and this proves how important it is to get that story right, especially if you're trying to build a new movie universe with multiple ideas and films at the ready. In this movie, we get to hang out on Eternia for most of the film, and let me tell you, from this, that's already a huge improvement. We get to see some of the more iconic locations sprinkled throughout this world, including Snake Mountain and Grayskull. We even get some of the more familiar heroes and villains that graced our Saturday mornings, including Ram Man, Beast Man, Mechaneck, Fisto, and Trapjaw. This was great. It's exactly what I was hoping for, a lived-in, breathing, thriving world in which these characters can tell their story. It wasn't just these aspects that drew me deeper into the world. The visuals are great, even though once in a while, it felt heavily green screened and overwhelmingly CGI. I want to say it was overstimulating at points, almost too much to follow, if you catch my drift. That music though, wow, did it just hit the right vibe. As a matter of fact, give me a moment, I want to look up the name of the composer, Daniel Pemberton. Oh, okay, I don't know your work that much, but amazing job. Oh wait, there's another name here. Brian May. Why do I know that name? Oh! Damn, that's the guitarist for Queen hitting those crazy riffs. Nice! That's a pretty good get. Seriously, there are several orchestral songs throughout this that make you want to gear up and head into the fray. Great job. No notes there. The acting in this film is fairly strong as well. Galtzine does a great job anchoring the movie, and I was really happy that they had him as Adam for decent proportions of the flick. Although, I'm gonna say this again, you can't tell me this guy isn't fit as hell. Seriously, there's one point in the movie where he ran like 5 feet and was out of breath. Bull. This guy probably runs like 10 miles a day before breakfast. They also did two things for Adam's character arc that made this a bit more of a streamlined affair. One, they didn't give him amnesia or made him forget over time about Eternia, which has been done to death in other movies. Instead, he remembers everything, making him a bit of an outcast and a little bit of an odd duck in both worlds. The second thing they do is they didn't make you wait until the end of the movie to see him as He-Man. That's right, don't make me wait for the sequel to see the overpowering badassness of the Protector of Grayskull. You get to see him in all of his muscle-bound glory fighting the forces of evil. I dig that. I love the casting of Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, but I felt like they did his character a little dirty. Taking some liberty is fine, but outright making him do a drunk redemption arc was kind of unneeded in my opinion. I thought both Camila Mendes as Tila, nailing down her drive and physical prowess, and Alison Brie as Evil Lynn, always creepily hanging in the shadows supporting Skeletor's evil schemes, were both really well done. They both played these characters with an easy understanding of their dynamics within the world and their relationships with other characters. Lastly, let's talk about Jared Leto as Skeletor. How is it both of these movies' Skeletors, done fairly different, are the standout characters in their films? I have said that the 1987 Skeletor is a menacing, terrifying Shakespearean villain. 2026's Skeletor is a menacing, terrifying, cartoonish villain. This Skeletor does a magnificent job of aligning itself closely to the cartoon version, minus the voice, which I am cool with. Jared Leto is a good actor, but has some tendencies to go a bit overboard with his performances, steering into the bad acting territory. Here, it seems like they reined in those tendencies and had a clear vision for what was expected. The vision being a performance that does not take itself too seriously, balancing out the goofiness and the evil of the character in a satisfying manner. Which brings me to my next point. This movie is self-aware of what it is and is never attempting to take itself too seriously. I appreciate that understanding. Yeah, it's cheesy, but in a good way, with a great message for kids. I will say that there are several moments where they tried to make jokes out of things that didn't need it, and they could have done without them, but honestly, it wasn't enough to deter me from the movie. I also feel the film was pretty well paced, as it didn't feel like I was sitting there for 2.5 hours, albeit the Earth stuff at the beginning was kind of slow, but once we hit Eternia, the movie flew by. There was also a good bit of action in the movie, which was fairly hard-hitting and a lot of fun. This movie nails the aesthetic of the original 80s cartoon while updating it for modern audiences. It's the epitome of a kid getting out his action figures and having an epic battle with them. With a decent amount of self-aware cheesiness, a clear love and understanding of the material, and some fairly fun action, this movie, for me, is a comfort watch. I don't know if I need to own it, but I can see myself coming back to watch it again and enjoying it. Have you seen Masters of the Universe? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you once again for joining me today. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe to Podie Productions. My name is Ryan, and I hope you have a great... Okay, fine. One last time, all right? Good journey. Seriously, I've done that now in 3 separate videos where I've just ended it with good journey. Okay, I think it's time to step away from He-Man. Let's go on to the next couple of secondhand cinema movies, and I'll be sorry, when does Supergirl come out?